और मैं एक औरत हूं और मैं औरत होने के नाते एक और चीज भी कहूंगी वेरी क्लियरली कि women are also not, they're not puppets. Nothing in life is one sided. उनका भी कुछ ना कुछ इंटेंशन, मोटिवेशन, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आती है इस पिक्चर में। तो वो भी है, मैं उसको डिनाई नहीं करती हूँ कि सब मैं इल्जाम पूरे आदमी पर लगाऊंगी, नहीं। पर जो पावर डायनामिक होता है, जो सेक्सिज्म होता है, जो पेट्रियार्की होती है, जिस तरीके तो के से वुमेन को ऑब्जेक्टिफाई किया जाता है, वो कहीं नहीं गया है, वो अभी तक है। देन देयर हैज बीन टू सम एक्सटेंट propositioning in our business, even though I am so and so's daughter, even though I come from a certain education background, whatever, doesn't matter. All that is still happening. Now, of course, it depends on how you deal with it, how you respond to it, but it is very much part of what we are going through. So, of course, one goes through things, there's no question about it. But that's the reason, even more so, why we have to keep finding our voice, our way of speaking. Today, it's become very fashionable. I will talk about body positivity. I will talk about feminism. I will talk about mental health. Very fashionable it's become. I'm not talking about that side of it. फैशन जो फैशनेबल है वो आता जाता रहेगा. इट्स ऑल टेम्पररी.
काम करते वक्त ना ये चीज थोड़ी सी अखरती है, इसमें बदलाव आना चाहिए। और एक चीज जो सही नहीं है इंडस्ट्री में काम करते समय महिलाओं के लिए खासतौर से,
मेन थिंग इज द पे डिफरेंस. मैंने कहा कुछ देखा सोशल मीडिया पे अभी कि प्रियंका ने कुछ कहीं लिखा था कि पहली बार एक हॉलीवुड फिल्म में, आई थिंक, आई डोंट नो, आई कुड बी रॉन्ग, आई डोंट नो, आई थिंक इट वाज हर, कि पहली बार एक हॉलीवुड पिक्चर में उसको सेम पे चेक मिला है.
हाँ।
तो दिस इज अ बिग थिंग स्टिल इन इंडिया. द पे डिफरेंस, द गैप इज वेरी बिग. पर दैट सेड इन ओटीटी देयर इज स्टिल अ चांस कि कहीं वो बैलेंस आ जाए. I think the way that we look at women, the way that we are understanding of women, again, क्योंकि ये जो हमारी सोसाइटी है ना, वो बहुत बहुत hundreds of years से बहुत पेट्रियार्कल सोसाइटी है ना. विमेन का एक सर्टन रोल है, एक सर्टन, वही हम पॉटलक में दिखा रहे हैं ना, हम वे ब्रेकिंग दैट स्टीरियोटाइप. We're breaking that stereotype. A woman can work. A woman can have 3 children. A husband can stay at home and be the father. We're showing all this. We're trying to break these ideas, this conventional, traditional ideas कि औरत को ऐसे ही बनना है. There is no other thing that she can be. That is all rubbish. So I think that in our business, 2 things that still exist, whether we like it or not. And I'm not saying that, see, Me Too जो movement था, उसने बहुत चीजें सामने लाई, but it's not just our industry, Sanjay. It is every industry. Okay, it is every industry. When you treat women a certain way, when you look at them a certain way, if you objectify them, और मैं एक औरत हूं और मैं औरत होने के नाते एक और चीज भी कहूंगी very clearly कि women are also not, they're not puppets. Nothing in life is one sided. उनका भी कुछ ना कुछ इंटेंशन, मोटिवेशन, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आती है इस पिक्चर में. तो वो भी है, मैं उसको डिनाई नहीं करती हूँ कि सब मैं इल्जाम पूरे आदमी पर लगाऊंगी, नहीं. पर जो पावर डायनामिक होता है, जो सेक्सिज्म होता है, जो पेट्रियार्की होती है, जिस तरीके तो से वुमेन को ऑब्जेक्टिफाई किया जाता है, वो कहीं नहीं गया है, वो अभी तक है, वो कहीं नहीं जाएगा. So I think this is something that we have to keep talking about. Why we have so many women directors, writers, creators, producers. I myself am becoming a producer. I've launched my own production house. I'm working on 2 feature films, 1 web series. I'm going to get into creating and producing because we need women's voices to come out strongly. We are equally talented. We have equal amount of things to say, and we deserve equal stature. Whether it's monetarily, whether it's respect, whatever it may be. So I think this is something that we have to keep working towards.
एक और बात, चूंकि महिलाओं की, महिला सशक्तिकरण की एक तरीके से बात करें, कहीं ना कहीं ये पॉटलक उस बारे में भी बात करता है। तो आज के दौर में जब हम महिला सशक्तिकरण के बारे में बात करते हैं, लेकिन फिर भी महिलाओं को न सिर्फ निजी जिंदगी में बल्कि समाज में कई तरह की अलग अलग मुश्किलों का सामना करना पड़ता है। आपको कभी भी किसी भी घटना की वजह से कभी ऐसा लगा कि वो घटना आपके साथ सिर्फ इसलिए हुई क्योंकि आप महिला हैं?
Of course, there are many. There are many situations where you feel that that your sex is the reason why, I must say, but I am blessed. We are very privileged. Okay, Sanjay ji, I feel even in COVID, when any of my friends, any of us were complaining, I used to get very irritated. हमको कोई actually हक ही नहीं था. हमको क्या कंप्लेन करने की जरूरत थी यार. खाना पानी मकान सब चीज था ना. We were protected, we had family, we had some support system. We had no reason to complain. So I feel, first I must say that I come from a family of extremely strong women, extremely independent women. I mean, there's Durga Shakti all over me, all around me, So that is something that I'm blessed with. I'm very fortunate. I'm very grateful. Okay. So even then, there have been situations where I know, because I am not a man, I could not speak my mind, whether it is even with media, for example. Okay. Even in my work, for example, it is, you have to have your place. You have to know how to be, how to talk, how to this thing, how to manage, how to navigate. You have to know. Then you have been objectified so many times walking around. I grew up in Delhi. People have, physically objectified you, catcalling, groping, all that has happened to all of us in some way, shape or form. Okay. So that is, every woman has gone through that. Then there has been, to some extent, propositioning in our business. Even though I am so-and-so's daughter, even though I come from a certain education background, whatever, doesn't matter. All that is still happening. Now, of course, it depends on how you deal with it, how you respond to it, but it is very much part of what we are going through. So, of course, one goes through things, there's no question about it. But that's the reason, even more so, why we have to keep finding our voice, our way of speaking. Today, it's become very fashionable. I will talk about body positivity. I will talk about feminism. I will talk about mental health. Very fashionable it's become. I'm not talking about that side of it. Fashion, jo fashionable hai, wo aata jata rahega. It's all temporary. Do something through your work. Do something through your voice that is lasting. That is lasting. That is actually going to make a difference. Zoya Akhtar does it. So many people I admire in our business do it through their work. Writers do it. I just was reading at a book launch where I had the privilege and fortune of spending some time with Amir Khan for Shobha Day's book launch. She's 75 years old. It's a memoir. She's talking about her life. And it's very inspiring. I mean, she's been doing this for 30, 40 years. And she still writes. I remember Amir asked her a question, what is your method? And she said, every single day I write 1,000 words, no matter what, even if rubbish is coming out.
Uh-huh.
This is a discipline. So when you commit yourself, when you dedicate your life to creating that voice for yourself in whatever way, it may not necessarily be through art only. You can do it through many different ways. We do it through art, through creativity, but we have to do it. Otherwise, nobody will do it, and at the same time, like I said, we are very small percentage, Sanjay ji. We are living in a city, in a big metropolis. Most of India is still being objectified and subjected to a lot of this prejudice that women are going through. Right now in the news, 2 women have been hacked by their boyfriends. Hacked. आपने देखा होगा, एक ने उसको छोटे छोटे पीसेस में चॉप अप किया है, एक ने उसको मार दिया है. I mean, क्या है ये? So this is the society we are living in. We have to be aware, constantly aware.